Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Horizon Forbidden West. So last time we'd come back here to the base to hand in the first subordinate function that we'd found,
for this deserves a good hammering.
and we spoke to these guys. Now, because I've saved and loaded the game since then, apparently these guys all need talking to again, which we will do. But first things first, we've got to talk to...
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, GAIA?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
No. Thanks.
So, our enemy is immortal. Most of my people don't survive past 30.
So I've got to speak to Kataro first, and then we'll speak to the others again.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, GAIA, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
The Tanakh. You and the Sky Clan.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tanakh to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Fair. Why did you become a marshal?
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
No, see, he was trying to protect himself. Tekote was, not Tekote. No, not, this dude. I'm not good with names. Tekote's scheme?
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tanakh as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
Well, he took it all very well, that's nice. The Wings of the Ten?
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom. And the awe it must have inspired.
Interesting. Chief Hikaru?
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes,
How many?
as many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
I really like this dude because he, unlike some of the Tanakh, he admits when he's wrong about stuff and is accepting more of others. I like him. He's a nice dude.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the 10 walk with you.
Now, I want to have a quick look at this. So I can make a scribe. I might as well, I suppose. I might as well. I don't think I've seen a plough horn. I've definitely seen fang horns. And I've seen wide moors as well. I need to make some more of those overrides at some point, but let's talk to everyone again. This is going to be a lot of story again this episode. A lot of chatting with people.
Aloy!
So Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Karja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
I should get going.
I just keep practicing with this thing.
Okay, so it looks like these guys haven't got tons to say. It's just about the
Got a minute?
Karja.
Always.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. I should go.
Contact us if you need anything.
I certainly shall. That really threw me about which way I was facing then.
I thought you were leaving.
Did you? Why did you think that?
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids. But Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. I need to head out.
I'll return to our training.
Okay.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
I will if I need them, thank you. Where's my quest? Where am I going? Up the stairs. Here we go. Now we can finally talk to GAIA. Now that we've spoken to all our companions.
Aloy, I am pleased you have returned. And I see you have recovered Aether. Please proceed with the merge. Afterwards, I have a matter to discuss with you.
Looks like you want to talk with me now. Can I not talk to her? Alright, let's just do this then.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Eleuthia frequency.
Eleuthia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Eleuthia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Eleuthia?
Why would Eleuthia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Eleuthia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Eleuthia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Ooh, could it be the Zeniths? It does sound like it could well be a trap.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other GAIA root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then.
We simply don't know. About the transmission?
You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Well, I suppose we'll have to investigate them.
Alright, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
A little warning next time, Gaia. Could have told her she'd copied in our friends.
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Erend to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
Lots of things. Let's go through... That doesn't have an exclamation. We'll just do the exclamation mark once. Our progress. Companions.
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be.
Interesting.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Fair enough. It's not for everyone.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
How did he crush it against his own head? About the old world? Okay, we've got a couple of new ones.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
I'll keep a lookout.
Yeah, I need to go around and look for them. Old world discoveries?
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the GAIA kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too.
No, I don't like that guy.
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there. One not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. The processor Aether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
We've got more stuff to ask in here.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Okay. Then I think it's time to go.
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
What can I do with this thing? I don't think I've done any of this yet, right? Yeah, I've got to go out and find the stuff. I don't think I know where any of it is. I'm tempted to, like... Why can't I see the tall neck that's here? Is it only showing me stuff I can do? That's weird, it was definitely there earlier. Right, well let's go find out where the guy's...
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
I want to check it out now. What's she unlocked?
Where have I seen this before?
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
Sure does.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
I bet they did.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
No, that's cool.
Ah, there it is.
Looks like Aerith and Katalo moved their stuff in.
What room did she unlock?
Oh, looks like I can open that door now.
Open what door?
Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad. Where does this lead?
Yeah, it's too bad. We could have had some fun playing some games if they were still there. I wonder if we'll ever get an Apollo database.
There's data here. Another room. What for?
Don't know. It's got loot in it though. We like your loot. Oh, I could play that.
Switch to a private log? Okay, so... Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility's coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. Starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loved hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. A piece de resistance, if you will.
I don't think I can pull that.
But it's got a little thing on it. How else am I supposed to get it out? It's got like the little cross thing on it, like I can pull it. I want the loot. There we go. Told you I could pull it. Maybe I just had to aim really specifically. So there's another hidden area around here somewhere, apparently. Interesting. So is this it? Is this just the news? This is the only new room, is it? Still gonna have a quick run around.
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in GAIA. And GAIA put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat For Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
Okay, we've had so much story recently, I'm not going to look at all the items in my room. And I'm going to end the episode here. And next time, we will head on out the exit with my good buddies over here and continue on our journey. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like button below. Let me know what you thought in the comments. And join us next time for the next one.